welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is for the air sign Gemini for the month of November 2025. Gemini, I do hope that you're doing well. For the reading today, I'm going to be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread using the Pride Tarot deck. If I need to clarify, I have the Zillich Tarot here with me. At the end of the reading, stick around. I'll be pulling one additional message from the Akashic Tarot deck, which is a very different type of tarot deck. So that's something to hang around and listen to and see how that ties in with the remaining cards in the reading. Okay. Just a reminder, these readings are general in nature, so the messages may or may not resonate. I do encourage you to watch not just your sun sign reading, but also your moon and rising for a more complete overview of the messages surrounding you at this time. And if you're looking for more regular content, then I put out, I usually put the monthly readings here on YouTube, but you can find me over on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, find me there. I'm at Changing Phases Tarot on TikTok. And there I do post sort of daily, weekly content, so obviously shorter and more regular content over there. All right, so let's get started. Gemini, I have been shuffling off camera, right? Meditated on your sign, but we'll go ahead and do a few more shuffles. So Spirit, what are the messages for Gemini in the month of November? What does Gemini need to know? Messages for Gemini for the month of November. Okay, we'll go ahead and get the deck one last shuffle. And divide the deck. And here we go. Okay, Gemini, you begin with the Six of Wands. Beautiful way to start off. This is you coming in victorious, right? Sitting center spread. So the Six of Wands obviously comes after the Five, which is the going off to battle, right? And coming back victorious. So you are successful here. You could be finding out that you have, you've come out on top in a situation, whether this is, say you've gone for a job interview and this is you getting the job, however it ties in with what's going on in your life, there's a victory at hand here. With it being the Suit of Wands, Wands deals with like the work that we do, creative projects and endeavors. So it could be, like I said, to do with, a victory within the workplace. What could help or hinder the Six of Wands is temperance. So this could have been, for one, it could have been kind of a long time coming. There might have been a delay in this victory. If so, just know that there was divine timing and orchestration at play. So things going on behind the scenes that, so maybe you've already gone for a number of interviews, none of them have worked out, but it's because there were other things happening in the background, right? And now this one works out, you're victorious. That's because it's the right time. So there's divine timing at play here. Also, the Temperance card, Major Arcana, it's number 14 of the Major Arcana. The Temperance is associated with the fire sign of Sagittarius, but also speaks of balance, right? And so it's balance coming in, balance being restored. So it could be balance being restored within the workplace, right? Within sort of this career focus, the type of work that you do, or creative projects and endeavors, some balance being restored. So if things have been out of balance, maybe you've been working too much, putting in too many hours, or, however it plays out in your life, with the Temperance card showing up, there's balance being restored. In the deep past, we have Major Arcana number 17, the Star. This is associated with the air sign of Aquarius. And it's, it's wish fulfillment. It's wish upon a star, setting your intentions, putting them out into the universe, and then trusting that the universe has your back. So wish fulfillment here. It can also show up if you have been applying for jobs. This is you standing out from the rest of the pack. If you've gone for, say, not just an interview, but like what am I trying to say? Like a role in something. So on the stage, something along those lines. It's you standing out. It's you in the spotlight. If you're on social media, it can also represent, you being kind of gaining traction. So you standing out from the rest of the crowd on social media. So you could be a video going viral, or something having a viral moment. But it does sit in the deep past. in the recent past, yeah, and I mentioned the Five of Wands, so yeah, I do feel that for a number of you, you could have been applying for jobs, interviewing, right? This would be you going up against the competition with the Five of Wands, right? So it could be going on the interviews. It's not necessarily like a negative card. It's just a card of, you trying to gain that alpha position, the coming out on top, which you have with the Six of Wands here. Crowning your reading, message from your higher self, you have the Seven of Cups, which can be spoiled for choice, right? You have too many choices. You can see that all of these cups up in the air there, they each represent or hold something that this person, would enjoy or loves, or would, if it's in the case of, say, a job, this could be a number of different jobs, and so you're thinking, oh, that job might be great because it would allow me to do this, this, and this, or this other job might be great because it pays more, But until you actually pick one of the cups and say, okay, I'm going for this particular job, I'm going to submit my resume for this job, they're all just very much pie in the sky. So it can be, it can be a need to focus your energies on one particular thing. Otherwise, you run the risk of none of them coming to fruition, right? So it's a card of too many choices, too many options. Can show up as well when you are like on job boards and looking at all the different job opportunities on there. On the relationship front, if this has to do with a relationship, it can be you on dating sites and looking at all the options that are on there. In the near future, you have coming in the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so definitely, there could be this new offer coming in. The Knight of Wands, with it being the suit of Wands, like I was saying with the Six of Wands at the center of the spread. It can be a job, it can be a creative project or endeavor. And this Knight is, Knights go off on quests and they bring back offerings. And this could be the offering of a new job. So a new job coming in. We have you showing up as the Page of Swords. The Suit of Swords, it's, obviously you're an air sign, Gemini. This is air energy, so it has to do with communication. It has to do with thoughts, very cerebral energy. Pages, they rush in with news. In the case of this page, it's quite fast-paced news, so you could have news coming in quite quickly, finding out about something quite quickly. You have surrounding you in your environment, more, another sort of reference to an offer coming in. You have the Page of Pentacles, and, similar to the Suit of Wands in that it could have to do with, a job, the way that you earn money, a new revenue stream, a new, income stream for you. The Suit of Pentacles, it has staying power. So the Suit of Wands can sometimes be, it's all very exciting to begin with, but the spark can sometimes burn out. The Page of Pentacles, or the Suit of Pentacles, there's longevity surrounding it, so there's staying power. So it's news of something, just like the Page of Swords, but it's news of this opportunity that has definite growth potential attached to it. So, news of this new job, the new job coming in. So it definitely seems like it's coming in for you this month. It's surrounding you. There's definitely a potential there for this new opportunity. In your hopes and fears, you have the Queen of Swords. So more air energy, not earth energy, more air energy. Could be dealing with an older air sign individual, so Gemini like yourself, or Libra, Aquarius. And, sometimes she's referred to as like the bitter, divorced woman card, only because she can come across a little bit too icy or, too direct with her words. But it really is because, she's a very smart individual. She doesn't suffer fools well, right? So she speaks her mind, basically. And so if you're looking for advice, this would be a great person to give you kind of a straight shooter, right? Give you that direct advice. If it's you taking on this energy, it could be you just, speaking your mind, being very clear about your intentions. And it does sit as a hope or fear. And we have more reference here to the news coming in. Yeah, this can be, it's fast-paced news. The Eight of Wands, this is the back and forth. It's you're applying for the job. You get the email back inviting you for the interview. It's the exchanging of emails, of text messages, calling. It can be travel by air, travel to a different country. But fast paced, things are really going to pick up by the end of the month. And we have at the bottom of the deck the Wheel of Fortune. So things are definitely changing this month for you, right? This is number 10 of the major arcana. The Wheel of Fortune is associated with the fire sign of Sagittarius. And, you know, it's all about, one, it's about remaining kind of focused and grounded, trying to sort of remain in the center of the wheel so that no matter what happens, right, if the wheel's on the downturn or upturn, you remain as kind of fixed as possible. But the Wheel of Fortune can also represent a change in fortune. It's very karmic energy. So it can be, you know, if things have been a bit difficult, now the wheel is turning, things are starting to go in your favor. So, and 10s also represent endings, new cycles, new beginnings coming in. So definitely, you know, this is, there's change afoot, there's news coming in, there's new offers coming in. It looks like a very positive month for you here. Don't feel that we need to clarify. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Akashic Tarot card, right? So we'll see how that ties in with the rest of your spread here. Okay, one additional message for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear for the month of November? Okay, that one flipped over, so we will take that. And the card that came out, beautiful. This is a repeat. So we have the Queen of Scrolls. Let me show you this woman. And this is a repeat of the Queen of Swords over here. Okay, and even the women, they look quite similar. So there's something to do with communication, and possibly, you know, the need for you to take on the energy of this Queen of Swords. Let me read you, I'll read you the message from the guidebook. So this is Queen of Scrolls. Let me just find her here. So yeah, this would be the Queen of Swords. In this particular deck, the suit of the scrolls, it represents the suit of the mind. So it's it would be the Queen of Swords. Okay. Queen of Scrolls. A beautiful woman holds a scroll as she stands in front of a sunlit archway. Around her swirls the energy of wisdom, knowledge, and Akashic truth. When this card appears upright, she brings important information and inspiration to you. The Queen of Scrolls is a woman of higher mind whom you may already know or have yet to meet. Her purpose is to help you move through the entryway to a new level of wisdom and understanding. She could be a teacher to you in some way or offer a friendship that could develop into a deeper love. This woman could be helpful to you in some project requiring communication. She may be an author, a marketer, or a publisher. If you're a writer, she may be someone who assists you in getting published. The Queen of Scrolls could also represent you or a woman in your life getting a position in a field related to communication or academics, such as counseling, teaching, marketing, or publishing. This card indicates a phase of deepening understanding and readiness to learn. Is the perfect time for personal growth and expansive learning, whether it's mind, body, or spirit-centered. Open the mysteries that are hidden in the Akashic Scrolls and step through the door of knowledge. And the Akashic Force message says, close your eyes and feel the Queen of Scrolls approach. As she hands you a scroll, your greater mind awakens. Feel the sparkling brilliance there. So, and that's very interesting because, you know, the message here that there could be somebody help coming in, you know, might be an author, or she might be somebody to get you published. If we go back to the, you know, the star card here at in the deep past, it was you standing out, right? You in the spotlight. And so, and we have the double Queen of Swords showing up. So, you know, it seems like there's a focus on communication or getting your ideas out or across to other people, or this new, and, you know, and it could tie in with this new job opportunity, or this, you know, it could have to do with publishing. It could have to do with, you know, any number of areas, I guess, of, you know, job or potential jobs that you might be looking at. But it's however you look at it, it's very positive, especially with the Wheel of Fortune showing up as the overall energy. So it looks like an incredible month for you, a very transformative month. So I do hope that the messages have helped, Gemini. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of November. Bye for now.